She rescued me from the sky, then commanded me to undress without a word. The roar of the engine faded into a scream, then silence. My Cessna's propeller had coughed its last, high above the jagged peaks of the Rockies, and gravity took over like a jealous lover, yanking me down. Wind whipped through the cockpit, tearing at my flight jacket, the smell of burning oil sharp in my nostrils. I was Alex Harper, 28, a crop duster turned freelance pilot out of Billings, Montana, chasing freedom in the skies, one erratic job at a time. But freedom felt like betrayal now, the altimeter spinning wildly as the ground rushed up, a patchwork of green fields and ranch fences blurring into doom. My hands gripped the yoke, knuckles white, heart slamming against my ribs like it wanted out. "Mayday, mayday," I rasped into the radio, voice cracking over the static. No answer. Just the howl of air, the creak of straining metal. A sigh escaped me, long and ragged as memories flashed. Late nights in smoky bars, stolen kisses with women who vanished by dawn. The ache of loving in secret because small-town America didn't always bend for girls like me. Why now? Why here, when I'd finally felt the wind lift me instead of crush? The chute deployed late, a white bloom against the endless blue. But it snagged on a thermal, twisting me like a puppet. I plummeted, boots skimming treetops, the scent of pine and earth rising bitter. Crash. The ground hit hard, jolting through my spine. Dirt sprang up in a gritty cloud that stung my eyes. Pain bloomed in my leg, hot and insistent, but I was alive. Barely. Rolling onto my back, I stared at the sky, mocking serene, as my breath came in shallow gasps, each one a whisper of thanks and terror. Footsteps crunched nearby, deliberate, unhurried. Boots in the dust. I turned my head, squinting through the haze, and there she was, emerging from the treeline like a force of nature, silhouette sharp against the sun. Tall, broad-shouldered, her dark hair cropped short under a wide-brim hat. She moved with the quiet power of someone who'd stared down wildfires and won. Riley Kane. I didn't know her name yet, but in that instant she was salvation. 30 maybe, her face weathered by sun and wind. Eyes like storm clouds, gray piercing, holding secrets I could drown in. She was a wildland firefighter stationed out of Helena. Her life a blaze of adrenaline and ash, fighting flames that mirrored the one she kept buried inside. She dropped to one knee beside me, gloved hand pressing my shoulder down, firm but gentle, her touch electric through the leather. Up close, she smelled of smoke and sagebrush, faint sweat mingling with the earthiness of her skin. "Easy," she murmured, voice low and gravelly like whiskey over rocks. Her gaze flicked over me, assessing, not pitying, lingering a beat too long on my lips, my collarbone peeking from the ripped shirt. Something flickered there, unspoken, a spark that made my pulse stutter despite the pain. I tried to sit up, wincing as my ankle throbbed. The plane. Words tumbled out, feeble. She shook her head, silencing me with a look that pinned me better than any rope. Her free hand brushed dirt from my cheek, thumb rough against my skin, and I caught her breath hitch, just a fraction but enough to mirror my own. In that touch, affection bloomed unbidden, raw and real. Two women adrift in a world that rarely let them anchor. She radioed for evac, her voice steady, but her eyes never left mine. When the chopper's thrum echoed distant, she leaned closer, breath warm on my ear. "You're safe now." A pause, heavy with the weight of skies we'd both conquered and lost. Then, as medics swarmed, she pulled back, but not before squeezing my hand, firm, promising. The sky watched, indifferent, but in her grip I felt seen. Truly seen. For the first time. The hospital in Billings was a sterile blur of beeps and antiseptic sting, white walls closing in like a cage after the open air. My ankle was sprained, ribs bruised, but the doc said I was lucky. Lucky. I laughed at that, a bitter huff that echoed in the empty room. Lying there, staring at the ceiling tiles, I replayed her face, the way her jaw set when she assessed the wreckage, the faint scar above her lip that begged to be traced. Riley. I'd caught her name from the crew, whispered like a talisman. Why did she feel like fate's cruel joke? A rescuer dropping into my crash-landed life, stirring feelings I packed away tighter than my parachute. Night fell heavy, rain pattering against the window like impatient fingers. Sleep evaded me, body aching, mind racing. What if she never came back? The door creaked open around midnight, and there she was, civilian clothes now, faded jeans hugging her hips, a flannel shirt rolled to her elbows, revealing forearms corded with muscle from hauling hoses through hell. She carried a paper bag, the scent of greasy diner fries wafting out, cutting through the bleach. "Figured you'd be starving," she said, dropping into the chair by my bed without preamble. Her voice wrapped around me rough-edged comfort. She unpacked the food, handing me a burger still warm, ketchup packet bursting under my fumbling fingers. We ate in silence at first, the only sounds the crinkle of wrappers and our synchronized chewing. Rain drummed harder, thunder rumbling low, sinking with the storm in my chest. "Thanks for everything," I finally managed, wiping my mouth, meeting her eyes. They held mine, unblinking, a depth that pulled me under. She leaned forward, elbows on knees, the chair creaking under her weight. "Name's Riley. And you Alex, right? Saw it on the manifest." A small smile tugged her lips, softening the intensity. "Skydiving's one thing. Dusters like you? That's living on the edge." I shrugged, heat rising in my cheeks, not from fever. "Pays the bills. Keeps me free." Free. The word hung laced with irony. Her gaze sharpened, seeing through the bravado. "Free's overrated sometimes," she replied softly, her hand reaching out again, this time bare, fingers brushing mine across the bedrail. Skin on skin, warm and calloused, sending a shiver up my arm. The room shrank, rain a distant roar. Her thumb circling my knuckle in slow, deliberate strokes. Affection, tentative but fierce, crackled between us like static before lightning. We talked then, halting at first, words spilling like the downpour outside. Her stories of blazes in Yellowstone, the acrid bite of smoke in her lungs, the brotherhood of the crew that felt like family until it didn't. My tales of barnstorming fairs, the thrill of low passes over golden wheat, the loneliness of hotel rooms that smelled of mothballs and regret. Laughter bubbled up, unexpected, her chuckle deep and resonant, vibrating through me. A sigh escaped her, long and weary, as she admitted, "Fire takes pieces of you, but it forges others." Her hand lingered, our fingers intertwining now, natural as breathing. The monitor beeped steady, but my heart raced loud in my ears. She was American through and through, Montana-born like me, raised on wide-open spaces and quiet stoicism. Yet in her eyes I saw the same hidden fire. Love for women, fierce and unapologetic, buried under layers of duty and denial. "What now?" I whispered, voice thick, the burger forgotten. She didn't answer with words. Instead she stood, rounding the bed, her shadow falling over me like a promise. The rain softened to a hush, and in that charged quiet she leaned down, her lips brushing my forehead, soft, lingering, tasting of salt and sage. "Rest," she breathed, but her eyes said more, "Stay. Fight for this." As she pulled away, reluctance etched in every line of her face, I knew the crash wasn't the end. It was the spark. The main conflict? Loving her meant risking the ground we'd both clawed our way above. Small-town whispers, crew loyalties, the fear of falling harder than any plummet from the sky. Morning light filtered through the blinds, painting stripes across the sheets. Discharge papers in hand, I hobbled out on crutches, the world sharper, colors vivid after the haze. Riley waited in the lot, her truck idling, a beat-up Ford with mud-splattered tires and a bumper sticker reading, "This is God's country." She helped me in, her arm around my waist steady, body heat seeping through my thin sweater. The drive to my apartment was silent, but her hand rested on my thigh, thumb tracing lazy circles, a silent vow. My place was a cluttered second-floor walk-up above a feed store, smelling of hay and old coffee. She half carried me up the stairs, cursing under her breath when I winced. Inside, chaos greeted us. Flight charts pinned to walls, a half-empty bottle of bourbon on the nightstand, laundry spilling from the hamper like secrets. She eased me onto the couch, then straightened, surveying it all with that assessing gaze. "Cozy," she said, dry humor lacing her tone. But her eyes softened, taking in the photos, me with my crop duster crew, all grins and grease, none hinting at the women who'd warmed my bed. I watched her move, predatory grace in domestic space, As she rummaged for ice in the freezer, the clink of cubes echoing. She knelt before me, propping my ankle, her fingers cool and sure. Our eyes locked, the air thickening, charged with the unsaid. "Riley," I started, but she shook her head, silencing me again. Her hand slid up my calf, slow, deliberate, igniting trails of fire. Breath caught in my throat, a soft gasp escaping. She was close now, knees bracketing mine, her scent enveloping, smoke-tinged, intoxicating. "You almost died yesterday," she whispered, voice rough, eyes dark with something primal. And all I could think was how I'd never know. She trailed off, jaw clenching. Never know what? The question hung, but her actions answered. Without a word, she tugged at the hem of my shirt, fingers hooking under fabric, pulling up slow. My skin prickled, exposed inch by inch to the cool air, her gaze devouring. Heart pounding, I lifted my arms, letting her strip it away, the cotton whispering to the floor. Vulnerable, bare, but not afraid, not with her. Her command came then, silent as the sky before storm. Eyes locked, hand gesturing down, unyielding. "Undress." The word echoed unspoken, her presence demanding obedience. Trembling fingers fumbled with my jeans, zipper rasping loud in the quiet. She watched, unblinking, breath shallow, her own control fraying at the edges, a flush creeping up her neck. Piece by piece I obeyed, the fabric pooling at my feet, leaving me raw, open. Not shame but power surged through me, her hunger mirroring mine. She rose then, shedding her flannel in one fluid motion, buttons popping soft. Underneath, tank top clinging to curves honed by labor, scars faint across her ribs, badges of battles won. Our bodies inches apart, heat radiating, the room hummed with tension. Rain had stopped. Birds chirped outside, oblivious. Her hand cupped my face, thumb tracing my lip, pulling me into a kiss that shattered the world. Fierce, claiming, tongues tangling with the desperation of survivors. Moans muffled, hands roaming, nails grazing skin that pebbled under touch. We tumbled to the bed, a tangle of limbs and sighs, her weight pinning me deliciously. Whispers of mine against my neck, her teeth nipping collarbone, drawing gasps that arched my back. The scent of us mingled, sweat, desire, home. Outside, wind rustled leaves, a gentle counterpoint to our storm. High climax built slow, then crashed, waves of release leaving us shuddering, entwined. In afterglow, her head on my chest, heartbeat sinking, I traced her scar. What now? I breathed again. She lifted, eyes fierce. We fight for it. No more falling alone. But shadows lingered, her cruise code, my wandering skies, the town's prying eyes. The real plummet? Trusting this love wouldn't burn us both. Weeks blurred into a rhythm of stolen moments, her truck pulling up at dusk, headlights cutting through the twilight like a secret signal. I'd wait on the fire escape, crutches ditched for a limp that faded daily, the metallic tang of painkillers giving way to the richer bite of her presence. Riley's shifts were brutal, days lost to smoke jumpers' drills, nights haunted by flashbacks of flames licking too close. But she'd come, boots thudding upstairs, collapsing beside me with a groan that vibrated through the mattress. One evening, as summer heat clung sticky to the air, she arrived with blisters on her palms, fresh from a training burn. The apartment reeked of charred wood clinging to her clothes, mingling with the lavender soap I used, our scents blending, marking territory. She stripped without preamble, command in her silence again, tossing gear aside. I followed, drawn like moth to her flame, our bodies colliding in the dim kitchen light, counter-edge digging into my hips. Gasps echoed off tile, her fingers weaving through my hair, tugging just enough to sting sweet. "Missed this," she growled against my throat, voice hoarse from shouting orders all day. We moved to the living room, carpet rough under knees, her guiding me down with hands that knew ropes and rescues. Laughter broke through moans when my elbow knocked a lamp, bulb flickering like our fragile peace. Outside, crickets chorused, a lullaby to our frenzy. Climax hit hard, her cry muffled in my shoulder, nails scoring my back in red trails that burned later under the shower's spray. We lingered there, water cascading, soapy hands exploring lazily, whispers of dreams, her wanting a cabin off-grid, me craving co-pilot wings for two. But cracks showed. Her phone buzzed relentless, crew texts pulling her back. Gotta go, she'd mutter, dressing quick, a kiss pressed to my temple like apology. I'd lie awake after, sheets cooling, the empty side a void that echoed my old loneliness. One night, post-call, she paced the room, shadow long across peeling wallpaper. They suspect, she confessed, voice tight, running hands through cropped hair. Suspect what? The way she dodged bar nights, came home marked by my lips. Firefighting was brotherhood, she said. Tight-knit macho, no room for that kind of distraction. I sat up, sheet pooling at waist, heart clenching. Then what? Hide forever. My words sharp, laced with the fear of losing her to flames or facade. She stopped back to me, shoulders rigid. A sigh deep and defeated filled the space. Turning, her eyes met mine, stormy, vulnerable. Can't lose you. Or them. The conflict tore at her, mirrored in me. Skies called, jobs scattered me like seed, but grounding for her meant roots I'd never grown. We made love then, slow and aching, bodies communicating what words failed. Her touch is reverent, tracing my pilot's calluses, my sighs her map. Morning brought clarity or illusion of it. She brewed coffee strong, black as her moods, the percolator gurgling like distant thunder. Over mugs at the scarred table, plans hatched, discreet dates in Bozeman, an hour's drive, where anonymity hid in college crowds. We'll make it work, she vowed, pinky hooking mine, childish promise in adult stakes. I nodded, but doubt gnawed, a quiet rustle like wind through wheat. My ankle healed enough for short flights, the dock clearing me with a gruff, don't be stupid. First solo post-crash. A banner tow over the fairgrounds, engine purr soothing my jitters. Up there, world shrank to horizon's curve, worries vaporizing in slipstream. But Riley haunted the clouds, her face in contrails, her voice in radio static. Landing smooth, tires chirping on tarmac, elation surged. I texted her. Sky's jealous of you. Her reply pinged quick. Prove it tonight. She met me at the airstrip, leaning against her truck, arms crossed, that half-smile crinkling her eyes. Dusk painted her golden, wind-tousling hair. We drove out to a forgotten meadow, blankets in the bed, stars emerging like shy confessions. Fireflies danced, their glow syncing with our pulses as clothes shed under open sky. No commands tonight, just mutual unraveling, her mouth hot on my breast, drawing whimpers that mingled with coyote howls. Grass-tickled skin, dew-cooling fevered limbs. High point crested with her name on my lips, a chant to the night. After, tangled in quilts, her head pillowed on my stomach, fingers idly stroking my thigh. Ever think about forever? She murmured, voice soft against the cricket hum. Forever. The word terrified, thrilled. In American dreams it meant rings and pickets, but for us? Uncharted skies. With you? Every damn day, I admitted, voice cracking. She lifted, kissing me, deep salt of tears, hers or mine. Mingling. Affection swelled, fierce as any blaze, binding us tighter. But the world intruded. Her crew chief cornered her next shift, rumors swirling like smoke. Who's the ghost keeping you out late, Kane? She laughed it off, gut twisting, but the seed planted. I felt it too. Gossip at the hangar, sidelong glances when I mentioned a friend. Montana's beauty hit barbs. Progress slow as melting snow. One evening post-run she stormed in, slamming door, face thunderous. They're betting on it. Who I'm distracted by. Her laugh bitter, pacing like caged wolf. I rose, pulling her close, her body rigid then yielding, shuddering against mine. Let them, I whispered, hands soothing her back. But inside panic clawed, main conflict sharpening. Choose us or conformity. We fell into bed. Urgency driving thrusts, her commands returning, harder, slower, gasps punctuating pleas. Release came wrenching, leaving us spent, tears streaking pillows. I love you, she choked, first time spoken. Echoed back, it sealed us, but shadows loomed larger. Summer waned, leaves turning crimson warnings. My jobs picked up, dusting for a big AG co-op, hours long under relentless sun. The plane's vibration a poor substitute for her touch. She'd surprise me midfield, truck idling at fence line, waving me down for quick lunches. Sandwiches wrapped in wax paper shared under oak shade, her boot nudging mine playful. Laughter flowed easy but tension simmered unspoken. One crisp afternoon post-flight, sweat-soaked and dusty, I found her on my couch, staring at a letter creased official. "Transfer," she said flatly, handing it over. "To California. Wildfires raging there, department shuffling resources." My stomach dropped, colder than any altitude. "When?" Voice small like the girl who'd hidden crushes in high school lockers. "2 weeks." Her eyes pleaded, hand reaching. Silence stretched, broken only by the tick of wall clock, relentless. We didn't speak then, just held on, bodies seeking solace. She undressed me slow, reverent, lips mapping every curve as if memorizing. No commands, just worship. Tongue circling navel, drawing sighs that fogged the window. I reciprocated, hands worshipping her strength, mouth eliciting groans that rumbled deep. Climax built layered, crashing in waves that left us sobbing, entwined. "Don't go," I begged later, foolish. She cupped my face, thumb wiping tears. "Have to. But not without you." The idea sparked me relocating, subbing flights out west. Feasible? Terrifying. As night deepened, thunder rolling in, we planned whispers. Scout jobs, pack light. Hope flickered, fragile as bioluminescent bugs. But doubt whispered too. What if distance doused us? The hook of our story. Rescued from sky, now facing Earth's pull apart. Packing became ritual, boxes stacking like accusations in the corner, labeled in her neat block print. Books, clothes, sky dreams. Each item unearthed memories. A flight manual dog-eared from our first lazy read aloud. Her lighter flicked absent-mindedly during talks of escape. The apartment shrank, walls pressing as departure loomed. Air thick with the musty scent of cardboard and unresolved fear. Riley threw herself into shifts, coming home reeking of diesel and desperation, her hugs tighter, lingering. One midnight, unable to sleep, I slipped out to the roof, city lights twinkling mocking below. Stars wheeled overhead, indifferent witnesses. Footsteps sounded, her blanket-draped shoulders, thermos steaming coffee. She settled beside me, thigh pressing warm, passing the cup. Steam curled, bitter aroma grounding. "Can't run from it," she said, voice low, chin tilted skyward. "Run? From her? Never. But from pain? Tempting." Our fingers laced, calluses rasping. A sigh shared as wind whispered through antenna wires. Downstairs, urgency overtook tenderness. She backed me against the door, mouth claiming fierce, teeth grazing lip to draw a hiss. "Need you," growled, hands roaming possessive. Clothes shed frantic. Jeans kicked aside, shirt buttons straining. We slid to floor. Cool linoleum shocking heated skin. Her straddling, grinding slow tease. Moans rose unchecked, neighbors be damned. Her fingers delved expert, curling to elicit cries that echoed off bare walls. High arched, shattering, her following with a guttural roar. Body collapsing atop mine, slick and spent. After, curled on rug, her tracing lazy patterns on my hip. "California's got beaches," she murmured half-dream. "Sunsets over Pacific. We could fly charters there, build something." Optimism bloomed, tentative, but her eyes shadowed. Crew goodbyes loomed, bonds forged in fire harder to sever than steel. I kissed her palm, tasting salt. Together. Word a talisman against encroaching doubt. The send-off party was her idea, neutral ground, a dive bar on the outskirts, neon buzzing last call ironic. Crew packed the place, raucous laughter drowning jukebox twang. Air hazy with cigarette smoke and spilled beer foam. I hovered peripheral, nursing soda, feeling outsider in their camo jackets and inside jokes. Riley shone center, back slaps and toasts, her grin wide but eyes seeking mine across the room, anchor in chaos. A lull hit, her pulling me aside to shadowed booth, vinyl sticky under elbows. "They're family," she confessed, voice pitched low over clink of glasses. "But you're home." Unsaid but felt in her knee nudge, hand squeezing thigh under table. Affection public veiled but electric. We slipped out early, truck rumbling to gravel road, windows down, cool night air whipping hair. Pulled over at Overlook. City sprawl glittering below like fallen stars. There under moon's glow she commanded again, wordless eyes dark command. Undress. Here. Exposure thrilled terrified. Fingers trembled on buttons, fabric whispering to dirt. She followed bare in moonlight skin luminous. We came together urgent against tailgate metal warm from engine. Her mouth on breast sucking hard drawing yelps that mingled with owl hoots. Fingers intertwined with thrusts. Rhythm sinking to cricket's pulse. Climax exploded stars blurring, her cry raw against my neck. Dawn found us driving back sated but somber. Her shift started at light. Kiss goodbye lingering at door. Lips swollen promising. Alone I paced phone silent. Then it rang unknown number. Crew chief voice gruff. Kane's in trouble. Jump gone wrong. Heart seized world tilting. I raced to station tires screeching dust clouding rear view. Smoke jumpers yard buzzed frantic trucks idling faces grim. Riley's rig scorched, twisted metal testament. Flashover. Someone explained jargon blurring. She'd leaped into a crown fire. Shoot perfect, but snag in branches flames closing fast. Pulled out singed coughing black phlegm but alive. In med bay I found her, bandaged arms soot-streaked face, eyes dull with painkillers. Alex, croak weak hand reaching. I took it knuckles bruised squeezing till bones ached. Thought I lost you. Tears hot splashing her wrist. She mustered smile cracked lips. Fire's got nothin' on us. But vulnerability cracked her armor, fear of weakness of leaning. We sat silent beep steady her thumb stroking my hand absent. Outside rain pattered again cleansing. Recovery sidelined her department policy, 2 weeks desk duty chafing like ill-fit harness. We turned it intimate. Morning slow her propped in bed, me feeding bites of toast, jam sticky on fingers licked clean. Laughter bubbled when crumbs tumbled, her mock growl chasing them across sheets. Afternoons walks in park her arms slung casual but grip fierce. Whispers of love laced mundane. Past the salt I adore you normalcy a bomb. But whispers grew. Crew visits laced with probes. Who's the bird, Kane? Seein' her everywhere. She deflected, jaw tight but poison seeped. One night, post-dinner, steak charred just right, wine loosening tongues, she snapped. They know. About us. Fork clattered, eyes flashing. How? A spotted kiss at gas station, rumor mill grinding. Doesn't matter, I soothed, but she paced, fists clenched. It does. To them. To me. Argument erupted, words sharp as axes. Her clinging to crew loyalty, me pushing for open. Can't have both, she yelled, voice breaking. Door slammed, her storming out into night. Alone sobs racked me, pillow muffling wails, scent of her shampoo taunting. Hours later key turned, her rain-soaked eyes red. Sorry, whisper, collapsing into arms. We held drenched apologies and touches. Bed welcomed, bodies mending with slow caresses, her lips trailing spine drawing shudders. No climax rushed, just connection, sighs sinking to rain's rhythm. Transfer date crept, boxes sealed. Last flight before leaving. Survey run over canyons, wind shear testing wings. Up there clarity hit Loveworth turbulence. Radioed her, meet at Meadow. Sunset. She was there, blanket spread, fire crackling small. We ate sparse, jerky, apples crunching crisp, talk turning dreams. West Coast, she said, hand in mine. New starts. Hope reignited but undercurrent pulled. Old ties fraying, new unknowns beckoning. As embers died, she undressed me, gentle moonlight bathing us. Touches exploratory, mapping futures. Mouth on thigh, tongue teasing, gasps rising with fireflies. We peaked soft, waves lapping endless, her murmur forever against skin. But dawn brought reality, truck loaded, goodbye to ghosts. The drive south. Her hand on gear shift, mine on knee, miles unspooling like thread. Conflict simmered. Could we rebuild? Or would distance devour? Interstate hummed under tires, vast plains giving way to desert scrub. Sun baking asphalt into mirage shimmer. Riley drove, jaw set, radio low on country twang. Steel guitars wailing loss we ignored. My hand rested on her thigh, denim warm. Thumb circling absent as mile markers ticked oblivion. Stops blurred. Diners with pie flaky and coffee burnt. Her stealing fries from my plate. Laughter forced but real in flickers. Night falls found motels neon lit. Checkered spreads rumpled under our weight. First stop, Nevada border. Thunderheads brewing east. Room smelled of mildew and Lysol, fan whirring lazy. She commanded silent again. Eyes locking, nod to zipper. I complied. Slow strip under harsh bulb. Vulnerability sharpening desire. She followed, tank peeling off, revealing freckles dust map across shoulders. Bed creaked protest as she pushed me down. Knees pinning hips. Mouth claiming breast with suction that arched me bow taut. Fingers delved deep, curling expert. My cries muffled in pillow. Scent of bleach mixing arousal's musk. Climax ripped. Her grinding follow-up drawing groans that shook walls. After spoon tight, her breath hot on nape. Scared. Whisper in dark. Yes, new state, new lives, shadows of old judgments trailing. With you? Less. Honesty raw, her chuckle rumbling through ribs. Sleep came fitful, dreams of falling, her hand waking me to anchor. California welcomed brutal. Sprawl choking. Then north to Humboldt Reds. Forest thick as secrets. Her new station in Eureka. Coastal damp air salted, waves crashing eternal. Apartment hunt yielded cliffside perch. Rent steep but view endless Pacific. Gulls wheeling free. Unpacking chaos. Her hoses coiled neat, my charts pinned crooked. First night in, takeout sushi raw on tongue. Her chopsticks clacking mock duel. Laughter echoed hollow at first. Ghosts of Montana lingering in unpacked corners. Her first shift dawned fog-shrouded. Kiss at door lingering. Her uniform crisp, badge glinting accusation. Be safe, I murmured, hand fisting shirt. She nodded, eyes promising return. Alone I job hunted. Charter firms hungry for bush pilots. Interviews laced with fit, subtext. One ace. Small op in Arcata, flying eco-tours, whales breaching below. Offer came quick, elation buzzing like pre-flight checks. Texted her, wings clipped no more. Reply, fly home to me. Evenings wove us tighter. Beach walks, sand gritty between toes, her arms slung casual, fingers interlacing bold. Waves lapped rhythmic, foam hissing secrets. One twilight, sunset bleeding orange, she pulled me behind dune, wind whipping hair. Now, command husky, hands tugging waistband. Salt air cooled exposed skin. Her kneeling mouth hot contrast. Tongue swirled deliberate, drawing gasp swallowed by surf roar. I bucked, fingers tangling her hair. Release crashing like tide. Her swallowing with hum that vibrated deep. Reciprocated against scrub. Her moans keening wind. Climax leaving knees weak, sand abraded. But integration faltered. Her crew, diverse, progressive veneer, but undercurrents macho, probes veiled. Brought your own cheerleader? Joke at barbecue, beers foaming, her laugh tight, hand squeezing mine hidden under table. I bristled, fork scraping plate loud. Night home, argument simmered. They're trying, she defended, pacing linoleum. Give time. Time? Bruise from old wounds. Feels like hiding again. Voices rose, plates clattering sink. Storm broke with door slam, hers out to surf at midnight, board wax scent trailing. I paced, waves audible distant, heart pounding surf-like. Return pre-dawn, salt-crusted, eyes wild. You're right, admission choked, pulling me close. Wet clothes shed, bodies slick sliding to floor, urgency mending. Her on top, thrusts grinding deep, nails raking back, cries mingling sobs. Peaks shatter barriers, afterglow tears salting skin. No more hiding. Vows sealed in sweat. Months cycled, routines rooting. My flights dawn patrolled, her jumps inland blazes. Homecomings sacred, her arriving ash dusted. Me greeting with meal steaming, aromas garlic and spice. One night, post-blaze, she collapsed shower ward, soot blackening tile. I joined, water scalding, scrubbing gentle, loofah rasping skin reborn. Touches turned lovers, steam fogging mirror. Her back arched against wall. My fingers eliciting whimpers that echoed drip drip. Climax soft, rippling, her sigh long against collar. Conflict crested autumn, her crew's annual retreat. Team building in Sierra's mandatory. Come, invite casual but eyes hopeful. Me? Outsider still. Hesitated but nodded, chance to claim space. Cabin rustic, pine scent sharp, lake mirror still. Days hike trails crunchy leaf, nights firelit stories, her hand on knee public now. Crew nods evolving wary to warm. One eve bonfire crackling, sparks ascending stars, a brother raised glass. To Cain's better half. Cheers rippled, her blush hot under my palm. Alone later, lakeside, moon silvering water, she undressed me reverent, fabric whispering ripples. Laid on cloak of clothes, her mouth trailing fire down abdomen, tongue dipping navel lower. Gasps rose with loon calls, fingers clutching earth damp. She entered slow, eyes locked, rhythm building tidal. Climax crested with her name cried to canopy, waves lapping echo. Reciprocal under stars, her surrender complete, moans fracturing night. Return invigorated but whisper campaign shifted, her promotion buzz, rival eyeing spot digging dirt. Anonymous note slipped locker. Keep it professional. Gut punch, her crumpling it but poison spread. Home she withdrew, shifts longer, touches distant. Just stress. Dismissal but eyes evaded. I pushed, dinner cooling untouched. Talk. Floodgates cracked. Fear of sabotage, loss of hard-won rank. Love you but career. Excuse or truth. Heart fractured, words tumbling accusations. She left for couch, blanket lump silent. I tossed sleepless sheets twisting nightmare. Dawn found reconciliation tentative. Coffee shared wordless, her hand covering mine apology. Bed mended slow, caresses tentative, building to passion reclaiming. Her commands returned, touch here harder. Guiding to mutual shatter, sighs weaving promises. But scar lingered, trust tender. Winter storms battered coast, winds howling banshee, rain lashing windows lash. Flights grounded, her desk bound, cabin fever brewing. We cooked storms. Chili bubbling spicy, her stirring hip check playful. Laughter thawed ice but undercurrents swirled. Job offer east for me, better pay but pulling apart. Stay. Plea in her eyes over card slapped table. Stay? Roots deepening but skies called wander. Decision night, power out. Candles guttering wax tears. She knelt, ring simple, silver band etched flames and wings. Marry me. Voice quake, eyes vulnerable. Shock, joy, terror crashed. Yes tumbled out, kiss ceiling, hands frantic shedding layers. Floor rug burned knees, her entering urgent. Thrusts claiming eternal. Cries peaked candlelit, release binding forever. But hook twisted. Vows meant visibility, risks amplified. Could love weather gales? Wedding whispers wove through spring blooms, dogwoods pink against evergreens. Are planning a dance of compromises, small courthouse quick, but beach vow under Humboldt fog. Invite selective. Her crew core, my pilot pals flown in. Dress code casual, me in linen slacks crisp, her chinos tucked shirt, ties abandoned for wildflowers tucked ears. Excitement hummed but anxiety nipped heels. Anonymous notes echo, judgments waiting. Prep days blurred. Cake tasting vanilla cloying, her grimace comic over frosting smear on nose. Licked clean amid giggles. Venue scout. Cliff overlook, waves crashing, applause below. Her hand in mine constant, thumb pad soothing callous. Nights, rehearsals intimate. Bed as altar, bodies officiating. She'd command soft, undress for me. Eyes reverent as fabric fell. Touches mapped vows unspoken. Mouth worshipping curves. Tongue tracing hip bone to elicit shivers. Fingers joined, delving sync breath. Climax chanting I do in gasps. Ceremony dawn, mist clearing to blue. Gulls wheeling witnesses. Aisle sandscuffed, officiant local queer elder, voice warm over crash. Vows handwritten mine. You caught me mid-fall, gave me wings anew. Hers. From ashes you rose my phoenix. Rings exchanged, simple bands cool then warming flesh. Kiss sealed, salt tanged, cheers erupting. Crew whoops, pilots whistles. Reception bonfire lit. Esmeralda's gooey stories roasting marshmallows. Her rescue retold embellished, laughter roaring flames. Honeymoon clipped, weak Tahoe, cabin wood smoke scented. Lake turquoise lap. Days hiked pine needle crunch, her pack heavy, hand free for mine swing. Nights deck rocking chair creak, stars blanket. One eve, post-hike sweat slick, she pulled me to pier with splinter rough. Wife, trial husky, undressing slow under moonpath water. Bodies plunged cool shock. Then heated friction, her against rail, thrusts water slapped. Moans drowned in splash, climax rippling rings. Return grounded bliss, but reality reeled. Her promotion hit, lead jumper responsibilities crushing. My charters boomed, tours whale watching, passengers gawking breaches. I stole glances at her memory. Homecoming staggered. Her late, ash-flecked, collapsing wordless. I'd draw bath steaming eucalyptus, easing her in, sponges gliding soot away. Touches therapeutic turned erotic, her sighs deepening to moans as hands cupped breasts, thumbs circling peaks. Straddle bath edge, water sloshing, her fingers working magic below. Release bubbling surface. But strains spidered. Crew dynamics shifted, newbies green, her mentoring terse under pressure. One call, post-incident. Minor burn on rookie, her blame shifting internal. Home raging, punching bag in garage, thud-thud, sweat flying. I intervened, gloves shed, pulling close. Not your fault. Embrace tight, her shuddering release. Bed followed, fury channeling passion. Her pinning wrists, mouth bruising shoulder. Thrusts punishing self, then tendering. Cries cathartic. Peak purging poison. Summer peaked heat wave. Blazes inland ferocious. Her deployments lengthened. Radio silence stretches agonizing. Text sparse. Containment 60% or miss your laugh. Flights filled void but controls grip tighter. Turbulence jolting heart. One storm trap layover, hotel sterile, I paced, phone clutched. Call connected crackle. Coming home tomorrow. Relief flooded but undercurrent worry, her voice edged fatigue. Reunion airport pickup, her emerging terminal weary smile, duffel slung. Truck ride silent, hand on knee anchor. Home door barely shut, urgency exploded. Back against wall, legs wrapped waist, her lifting easy. Jeans shoved, entering swift, rhythm frantic thump. Gasps panted need you, climax quick blaze leaving slumped floor, laughter bubbling aftershocks. Fall brought pivot. Pregnancy rumor and crew rookies joy masking her ache. Ever think kids? Casual over dinner salmon flaking fork. Kids. Surrogate maybe, but logistics tangled American red tape costs daunting. Someday, hedge but eyes met longing. Night deep in talks. Adoption dreams, family forged not blood. Touches soothed uncertainties, her head between thighs, tongue languid explore. Building slow burn to shatter stars. Conflict ignited Thanksgiving. Family call hers, conservative kin Montana rooted. Invite laced probe. Bring the wife. Facade crack. Her pacing kitchen, turkey roasting aroma cloying. They don't know. Out us? Or lie? Debate heated, wine glasses clink sharp. Truth, I urged, hand squeeze. She nodded, resolve hardening. Call placed, voice steady. Alex is my wife. Love her. Silence stretched, then gruff accept. Relief sighed, but tension lingered. Holiday drive east, snow dusted. Nerves electric. Cabin log warm, kin awkward hugs. Eyes flicking bands. Dinner strained. Mashed potatoes lump throat, questions veiled. How'd you meet? Her retail rescue cinematic, laughter thawing ice. After pie pumpkin spiced, her hand under table lace. Thumb circle vow. Night guest room creak, lovemaking hushed. Her mouth muffling moans pillow, fingers stealth delve. Climax whispered wave. Return west snow melted, bonds tested stronger. But station gossip peaked. Rival promotion block, whispers distraction revived. Confrontation brewed. Her cornering him shop, voices raised clang tools. Home bruised ego, her slamming cabinets. Enough. I pulled away, bath drawn again, but anger boiled over. Fight or fold? Accusation stung, her eyes flashing. Storm raged words. My impatience, her caution. Door out, waves her solace. Dawn returned, surfboard dripping, apology in eyes. Fight. Embrace salt-crusted, bed reclaiming. Slow undress, kisses apology trail. Her on back, me above, grinding deliberate. Eyes locked narrative. Peak synced, sighs weaving peace. Resolution fragile but held. Winter solstice, you'll log crackle, we vowed renewal, therapy, queer affirming support circles. Sessions unearthed. Her fire fear masking abandonment, dad left, my sky escape, mom loss. Tears cathartic, home applications tender. Touches healing, her fingers tracing scars emotional, mouth soothing whispers. Climax emotional crest, body's testament resilience. Paperwork piles towered desk, forms crisp white demanding histories bared. Childhoods dissected, finances audited, loves legitimized. Nights poured over lamplight yellow. Her glasses perched nose, pencil chew habit endearing. Stable, she muttered, irony thick. Our lives turbulence tamed but proof? My charter's steady, her salary anchor, but hearts? Wild still. Coffee brewed midnight strong, steam curling question marks. Support group first. Circle folding chairs squeak, faces varied, couples handhold, solos aching. Stories spilled. Rejection stinging, hopes fragile. Riley listened tense, jaw tick, but my squeeze thawed. Share turn. Her voice gravel rescued her, she saved me. Nods ripple, tears mine hot. Home drive fog-laced, her hand thigh warm. Good. Admission soft. Bed welcome gentle. Undress mutual, touches narrative recount. Mouths mapped affirmations, fingers delve trust built. Climax harmony sung sighs. Summer scorched again, blazes inland voracious. Her deployments yanked. Radio clipped hip constant. Home alone I nested frantic. Nursery paint sage soft. Crib assembly hammer clank. Doubts crept. Ready parents? Flights distracted, passengers chatter drone. But whales breached reminders, life persistent. One call midair. Approved. Elation soared higher than altitude. Landing hasty, racing station. Reunion parking lot gravel crunch, her emerging soot-free eyes lit. Jump hug spin whoops echoing. Truck bed impromptu picnic. Blankets rumple. Champagne fizz pop. Toast slurred to family kisses bubbly sweet. Heat built inevitable, her command eyes here, clothes shed hasty. Tailgate edge bite, her kneeling gravel need, mouth enveloping hot. Gasps gravel rough, fingers clutch hair. Release geyser arc reciprocate sprawl. Her moans skyward, climax earthbound quake. Wait lists loomed endless, months blurring anxiety. Therapy deepened. Her vulnerability unpack, fire metaphor love burn. Scorch or warm? Question hung, my answer kissed deep. Group eves became ritual, stories bonding. Another couple matched, joy vicarious spark. Home roleplay gentle. Her cradling pillow baby. Laughter dissolved tension, turning tender. Touches lullaby soft. Her fingers circle belly imaginary. Mouth nuzzling neck. Building to waves cresting coo. Fall harvest, county fair chaos. Cotton candy stick fingers, Ferris wheel sway. Her arm waist casual, crew spotted distant wave. Ride top, lights blur below, her whisper ours soon. Kiss stolen, wind whip sweet. Ground caramel apple crunch but undercurrent pull. My east offer revived, better routes, family start aid. Consider. Gentle probe dinner candlelit. Her fork paws eyes storm. Hear roots. Debate simmer, wine loosen tongues. Ambition versus anchor. Night resolved bodies. Argument fuel fire, her pinning bedpost, wrist silk ties soft. Stay, growl thrust punctuate. I yielded, moans beg but heart tug duel. Climax punishing release after tears mingle. Compromise, dawn solution, seasonal east-west base. Calls placed, offers juggle balance precarious. Winter wrapped gift. Match call Christmas Eve. Profile fuzzy photo tiny hands. Heart sees her phone slip snow wet. Her. Decision instant paperwork frenzy post-holiday. Home studies final. Social worker not approving. Eyes kind over tea chamomile steam. You'll do great. Validation bomb her squeeze hand fierce. Spring delivery day dawn mist. Drive hospital sterile bright. Nursery hall echo steps. Her grip knuckle white. Handover moment suspended. Bundle swaddle pink. Eyes blink blue hours. Whales pierce her coo rumble soothe. First hold tremble tiny fist curl finger. Tears cascade unchecked. Name whisper. Sky. Fitting, rescued, risen. Nights fractured. Cries shrill clock round her shifts trimmed paternity flex. Rocking chair creak lullaby, milk bottle warm palm. Her eyes adoring over bundle head. Days tandem. My flight's short hop her station close. But sleep deprivation clawed. Arguments snap over diapers spill coffee cold. One dawn colic wail endless, her pacing growl frustration. Can't, mutter door out brief air. Guilt crash my soothe solo but return her sheepish arms open wide. Sorry love. Bed collapse later toddler free hour. Touches exhausted tender. Fingers trace stretch new mouth kiss forgiveness. Climax whisper quiet wave. Summer challenged. Teething gnaw her jump recall sudden, leaving me solo storm. Night's phone check-in crackle worry, her home soon. Return dawn her scoop hug sky giggle my relief kiss bruise. Balance teeter. Career calls clash care. East job push-pull but roots deepen. Sky first steps wobble our floor cheers duel. Conflict peak fall. Rival promotion snag again. Blame veiled family distraction. Confront bored her voice steel but denial sting. Home rage vent. Punching bag thud my witness. Quit. Radical whisper her head shake fierce. Fight. Support rally. Group advice lawyer queer consult. Hearing tense. Suit starched, her testimony raw love strengthens doesn't weaken. Verdict when narrow promotion hers. Celebration bar quiet. Toast soda fizz. Home bed victorious. Her command triumphant worship me touches laud. Climax parade roar. Winter idle. Sky toddle firelit her stories blaze tame my skytail's wing. Family knit tight but undercurrent hum. My wanderich flights long tempt. One eve offer fat envelope. Transcan routes pay double. Go. Her eyes search over wine swirl. Debate hearth warm. Dreams deferred? Compromise east seasonal west heart. Spring bloom sky two candles cake smash glee. Vows renew beach waves applaud her kiss salt eternal. But hook lingers. Growth pulls can love expand without snap? Years layered like geological strata. Sky growing wildflower curls tangle wind. Questions endless. Why sky blue mama are? Her answer gravel soft my add wing fact. Home evolved. Extension added nursery to playroom chaos. Toys scatter battlefield. Morning's ritual. Pancakes flip sizzle her coffee black kiss scald. Flights mine lengthen seasonal. East co-op routes efficient hum. But returns ache home. Her pickup airport hug triple sky leap her linger lip. One autumn post-east stint surprise. Her station promotion captaincy. Badge pin ceremony crisp. Crowd clap her eyes find mine front row sky on lap fidget. Post toast, home balloons deflate slow dinner outback steak sear. Night sky tuck story end. Her command bedroom door click undress slow. Candle flicker shadow dance. Fabric pool deliberate. Bed sink her explore map updated. Curve soften time touches reverent. Mouth trail freckle new. Fingers delve familiar. Climax bloom petal unfurl. But strains seismic. Her captaincy command weight decisions haunt. Rookie lost minor blaze guilt gnaw bone. Nights she pace moonlit silhouette stark. Failed him. Whisper crack my arms circle back warm. Therapy revive sessions couch sink. Words unearth ashburied. Group support anchor. Stories echo resilience. Sky sense drawings flame heart. Hugs fierce small. Winter storm grounded flights. Family cabin Sierra snow deep. Sled runs whoop downhill her pull rain strong sky squeal powder puff. Evening's hearth roar. Cocoa mug steam stories ghost flame. One night, Aurora rare streak bundled deck. Her arm shoulder drape. Grateful. Murmur kiss temple salt. Bed loft creak sky between snore soft. Our touches side caress. Fingers link quiet promise. Spring thaw sky preschool enroll backpack mini swing. Drop off tears mind blur her squeeze hands strong. Pick up chaos hug swarm home routine shift. Naps hers stolen my prep dinner chop rhythmic. But east pull stronger. Partner offer equity, roots tentative. Debate dinner candle taper sky color crayon scratch. Stay west. Her eyes plead fork pause. Way, security versus soul sky. Decision table. Seasonal cap. West priority. Calls affirm balance teeter hold. Summer blaze season peak, her lead team's vast. Radio dispatch her voice steady mine earpiece flights overhead spot. One inferno crown. Evac order her bark. Chopper mine whirl evac family's wide eye. Ground reunite triage tint canvas flap. Her soot mask pull. Eyes scan frantic find. Hug crush rib sky safe ant watch. Team, exhale joint but after home collapse her shower scald purge my joint sponge glide. Touches cleanse turn claim wall tile cool back arch. Thrusts water cascade. Climax purge roar. Fall harvest fair again sky ride carousel prance, her cotton candy blue tongue. Crew mingle easy now nods inclusive. Night hayrack rumble stars quilt, her hand thigh sneak. Pulled shadow barn with splinter. Command hush quiet mouth stifle moan. Fingers work stealth release shutter suppress. Her follow pant muffled hay. Winter solstice party station, sky elf hat tilt. Her uniform festive patch. Toasts ring her speech humble Captain Grace. Home late tinsel trail bed unwrap slow her gift me touches unwrap layer mouth adore peak. Fingers gift delve, climax unwrap joy. But undercurrent crest. Sky school age dawn questions identity bloom. Two moms special? Bookshelf rainbow spine talks circle gentle. Her answer park swing creek. Love no rule. Pride swell but world intrude. PDA whisper veil playdate cancel vague. Armor up her growl protect my flight escape brief. Group vent circle advice armor empathy. Spring conference queer families drive inland bloom. Panels talk adoption arc, her hand knee anchor, sky doodle pad. Networking spark. Ally pilot group, east-west bridge. Home buzz but rival shadow old foe climb admin policy queer lean probe. Her alert ear meetings tense boardroom gleam. Home debrief wine pour. Her tension not shoulder my need. Handle, vow but eyes storm fear. Summer crisis. Policy draft family leave restrict. Hit captain her desk. Rally organize group march steps signs bold love leads. Her speak megaphone crack families fight fires too. Cheers thunder sky sign wave proud. Media buzz support swell policy fold. Victory bonfire beach sky sparkler fizz her arm waist tight. Night tint canvas whisper touches glow ember. Climax spark ignite. Fall pivot. Sky soccer field mud splash her coach sideline yell my camera click freeze. Team win cheer pizza grease fold, home bath bubble sky splash. Bed later her champion, undress mud stain laugh, touches clean claim release victory lap. Winter deep east stint mine long. Video call pixel her face, sky tooth gap grin. Miss fly hugs. Heart tug return snow flurry, airport reunite leap. Home unpack her command reclaim. Bed snow melt warm, thrusts home thrust, size snow hush. Spring bloom full, sky birthday 8 cake layer. Wishes candle puff, family forever. Vows echo beach annual waves eternal wash. But growth pull. Teen horizon hint our love evolve? Meaning build but test loom change wind shift can anchor hold? Adolescence ambushed like thermal sudden. Sky 13 tangle limb. Eye roll expert. Door slam echo house. Hormones storm her room poster curl. Music thump bass heart. Mornings bicker breakfast cereal crunch argue. Her patience Saint Frey. My mediate flight log calm. Normal. Therapist nod session but ache watch innocence erode. One dusk post-school sulk, her confide pillow dent like crush girl class. Heart swell proud her arm shoulder drape talk anytime. Advice gentle mirror. First kiss nerve hold hand bold. Sky bloom tentative date arcade neon blink. Her chaperone shadow discreet. My text check-in wing. Return debrief ice cream drip. Laughter thaw teen ice. Summer road trip cross country. RV rumble highway. Sky playlist indie strum. Stops iconic. Grand Canyon rim vast. Her handrail lean infinite like us. Vegas strip garish her slot pull laugh lose. Sky fountain wish coin splash. East family hers welcome warmer. Barbecue grill sizzle. Ants probe soft happy. Her nod fierce my toast to chosen. West return school year grind. Her captaincy evolve mentor role. Rookie's green ear. Deployment brief radio her voice steady sky worry bite nail. Home safe, hug triple bed reclaim urgent. Miss command touches urgent map, climax storm break. Fall crisis. Sky bully taunt hall locker slam freak family. Tears home flood her rage fist clench my soothe lap rock. School meet principal desk gleam. Her advocate fierce zero tolerance. Policy enforce counseling circle heal. Group share vent strength borrow. Sky resilience rise friend ally bloom. Winter holiday lights twinkle tree. Sky ornament hang memory. Gift unwrap her journal leather, my flight lesson voucher. Eve fire crackle stories weave past future. Her whisper proud. Bed later sky earbud dream, our touches holiday warm release glow Yule. Spring prom tease sky dress swirl consult. Her tux joke pose mirror. Date pickup porch light her photo snap my tear blink. Return late giggle debrief popcorn pop. Dance slow. Heart full her arm pillow our girl. Summer blaze her lead megafire. Evac cord chaos, my air support spot hot. Radio ping her calm copy clear zone. Ground reunite command tent flap. Her brief nod, eyes lock brief spark. Home ash rain shower duo steam touches purge grime, climax rain rhythm. Fall college scouts sky pamphlet pour aviation. Echo me grin her nod, or fire like you. Tours campus green her hand hold discreet. Decision defer but nest empty loom. Winter deep, East Mine final seasonal, video sky debate club win. Her captain award plaque shine. Return snow globe shake, airport her sky banner wave. Home feast turkey brine toast to flight's future. Spring empty nest specter, sky pack dorm trunk thud. Drive campus tear stain unload box stack. Hug linger porch swing. Return drive silent radio hum. Her hand gearshift grip. Home echo hollow dinner candle intimate. Touches rediscover us. Command soft remember. Climax time reclaim. Summer visits sky weekend fly. Her internship station shadow. Stories blaze sky blend. Fall semester deep. Calls weekly voice crack Mississippi. Holiday break chaos joy her feast prep chop my table set linen. Years cascade sky grad cap toss, major dual fire aviation. Her speech podium quake proud tear. Job offer joined her station pilot scout, our legacy weave. Wedding her beach sand shift, vows echo hours, partner hand hold steady. Empty golden travels reclaim. Europe wing her Paris cafe kiss Eiffel glow. Home Montana visit route. Ranch fence lean sunset. Hand lace full circle. Final eve porch swing creek. Sky grand kit toddle grass. Her arm shoulder eternal. Rescued me. Whisper eyes storm soft. Love arc. Crash to constellation meaning etch sky fall together rise always.